What's up guys, this is Heiss, and today we are in Greeley, Colorado at the Colorado Model Railroad Museum. The museum itself is absolutely fantastic, and we're going to be talking about it in a couple other videos as well. But today we've got something really cool and really big, but shrunk down to talk about. And what I'm talking about is of course, the new Broadway Limited Big Boy locomotive. It's the excursion version, and I've never seen a model that's shinier than that, that's painted and not brass. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Then of course right behind it we have a fantastic excursion train put together by Colorado Model Railroad Museum. Well, I'm not used to seeing model trains above my head. That's a new one. So, full disclosure, Broadway Limited sent me this model for free, but they didn't ask to review the video or ask to sponsor the video or anything, so this is just an honest review from me. That said, this model is absolutely gorgeous. You take a look at the details, you take a look at the paint that they've applied to this thing. It's a fantastic model of the 4014 in its excursion version. And one of the neat things that they let me know as well in advance of this video is that they're actually doing an updated excursion version coming out very soon. They provided a couple renders that I'll toss up on screen, but they're making a version that's going to have the triple dynamos, the PTC antennas, the whole 9 yards to match the current excursion 4014. So if you've got a modern day HO scale layout, much like this wonderful one that we're operating on right here, you'll be able to have a appropriate big boy that might be able to come star on your layout if you're not into modeling the 50s or the 40s or anything like that.
This model of the big boy is truly stunning. It has what you'd come to expect from Broadway Limited. All of the little road-specific details, gorgeous paint and decal work, and accurate sounds to the real locomotive. The chuffs, whistle, bell are all right. And I'm not kidding about the paint either. When I first took this out of the box, it was absurd how shiny it is. Much like the real big boy. They polished that thing within an inch of its life. It's pretty spectacular to see. If that's not your vibe, they do have a less glossy excursion version as well as a number of historic versions with all of the specific nerdy details, like the aftercooler type, properly modeled. That said, perhaps one of my favorite things about this model is that it pulls hard. The square cube law being darned, this big boy is significantly heavy even as a model, and as such you can put a serious train behind it. It's not common for a model steam engine to really dig in and pull, but this one really can, though of course seeing it with the yellow excursion train was a little bit more appropriate in this context.
I'm not sure we'll ever be able to see the real 4014 cross a big trestle like that, but I think we'd all like to. And seeing the consist behind it, I didn't know that before I was invited to come out here. The lovely folks at Colorado Model Railroad Museum said, oh yeah, come on out and bring the big boy and we'll show it off. I only found out when we got here that it was going to have a fantastic, accurate representation of the actual excursion train behind it, including a couple fun little Easter eggs, including a beautiful scratch-built model of the actual tail car on the end of the train. No one's ever produced it before, the kind of feeder car that the Union Pacific has, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So, a great train set to see. We're pretending to be just miniature Ed Dickens right now. It's fine. Well, I guess Bill is. I guess that makes me miniature Jay Leno, foaming over it, right? Is that how that works? Yeah, this is only my second time actually visiting the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, and the scope and scale of some of the stuff is amazing. I mean, this rock wall is... I can only imagine the time and effort that went into putting that together. It's quite an impressive feature.
The Colorado Model Railroad Museum up in Greeley was also a great venue to see this thing stretch its legs. We'll be talking about the museum more in an upcoming video where we run a model from a real cab, so stay tuned for that. But it is a fantastic, gigantic open plan layout fitting for the big boy. Plus, when the real 4014 runs, if they run Denver to Cheyenne or vice versa, they tend to stop right next to the museum for servicing in Greeley, so you can enjoy model trains and the full-size thing as well.
C and C. You got this. Railway, detector, milepost 94.9, no defect, total axle count 92, train B41, train length 1650.
A huge thank you to Broadway Limited for sending me this gorgeous model, and to the Colorado Model Railroad Museum for allowing me to come up and see it on the layout in action. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, thanks so much for watching.
And off into staging she goes.